Good day, mate. I imagine you Australians are saying, never do that again. Hey guys, my name is Clifton, and today I'm going to review a new type of whiskey that I've never bought before. This is Australian whiskey. Okay, I'll stop it with the accent. But yeah, this is Starward's Two Fold Double Grain Australian whiskey. So the reason this is called Two Fold is because it's double grain, which actually means they use wheat and malted barley. Those are the only two grains in here. There's no corn, there's no rye. It's totally unique, something that I've never actually seen done in the States. I'm sure it has been, but just nothing well known. And then it's finished in Australian red wine barrels from Melbourne, which is like the wine capital, I think, of Australia. So I think it's pretty cool. It's a really Australian sounding spirit. It sounds like they put a lot of local things into it, from the wine finish to these being like the main grains that you can find in Australia. So I wanted to give it a review and try it out for you guys. So Starward is actually a relatively new distillery in Australia. It's based in Melbourne, and it was started in 2007 by a guy named David Vitale. I think that's how it's pronounced. I could be wrong, but he's a Melbourne native, and he wanted to create something that was uniquely Australian. And this brand has actually grown to be one of the largest ones in Australia from what I can tell. But you guys, on the nose, this is straight up wine. Like, I recently reviewed Legent Bourbon, which is actually a Jim Beam release that's finished in Californian wine, red wine cask. So I get a really similar nose on this. And you know what? It almost smells like it's very light. Like the whiskey, once you get behind like the red wine, it's a really light, fruity, super fruity nose. It's almost like a sangria in a whiskey glass. I get a lot of like strawberry, like summer fruits. Like this is a great one to have in the summer. So let's go ahead and taste it and see if that amazing fruity nose carries through with the taste. Interesting. So, oh wow, there it is. Okay, so on first taste, it reminds me a lot of like a lighter scotch, like maybe even like a blended scotch, something like Monkey Shoulder or even like Johnny Walker. It has the kind of that like quintessential like whiskey note that I get on scotch, but once that kind of dissipates, like a second after it hits your tongue, you're left with these really bright, like I said, fruity notes. I get a lot of strawberry, almost like a fresh, like you bite into like a crisp apple. I get a lot of that. This is really nice. I've never had something so fruity. Even the Legent, I think the reason that Legent isn't as, fruit forward is because it's a bourbon. It's aged in new American charred oak. It's, definitely subdued by the whiskey that's inside of it. Whereas this is a lot lighter. And again, since it being wheat based, that makes sense. It's going to be a lot smoother, I guess I would say. It doesn't really have any sharp points like rye would, or even it doesn't have the sweetness that you associate with a corn, like a corn sweet dustiness I get a lot on like corn whiskeys. Yeah, this is just overall really great stuff, and I haven't tried anything in America that's remotely like this. So I love that I'm trying something that's really Australian, just from grain to glass, as they say. This is a really unique spirit, and if you can get it for $30 like in America, like I can, definitely pick it up. I would pay, $40 to $50 for this just because it's so unique. Let me know if you've tried this either on its own or in a cocktail. So I'm going to give this a recommend, especially if you've never had like an Australian spirit. This is a great one to get started with, I imagine. And I'm excited to see what else this distillery and other Australian distilleries have. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, and I'm going to have a playlist at the end of this video of some of my other whiskey reviews. So if you're curious, you want to check them out, that'd be awesome. And if you're not yet subscribed, I'd love if you could hit the red button below. Until next time, drink good whiskey. I'll see y'all later. Bye.